Una good afternoon and welcome to Tori time on top P&B TV. My name is Aroko Tom, and as usual today we get better ogbonge gist for una. And on top this ogbonge gist we get person wey go join us analyze the Tori wey dey ground, and that na my oga at the top, the oga kpatakpata of Tori time. They say na him be CEO of Tori time. That na Oga Abel Sunday. Oga Abel, how body now? Good afternoon.
Fine. Good afternoon, Tom, and good afternoon, Tori people. And I believe that Tom, the way they shut your mouth like this, I don't know why. I don't know the excitement. I don't know why the happiness just dey for your body.
You know say when they say there is an elephant in the room, your owner say in a positive way there is an elephant in the room, and now you be the elephant where they this room where they call Tori time.
Now you know. Now you know that. How about your body? Now you know what to be talking.
Well,
say after tomorrow, please send your prayers. Very important.
Prayers. I don't know what they talk about, but basically, when we dive into the Tori wey dey ground, and on top Tori time, our first story today now say on January 26, 2026, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Anambra State Governor, he come out, he say in the shut down Onitsha main market for 1 week after traders ignore Monday sit-at-home ban. He said that there is no sit-at-home in Anambra State. Make we see the video, then we go come look the comments before we get to analysis on top this story of Gabriel.
Yes. And the rules are that markets are open Monday to Saturday. If you are not prepared to open your shops Monday to Saturday, then leave Anambra, go to elsewhere.
Simple.
Period. Okay? So, this market will be shut down for the remainder of this week. It will not be open tomorrow. It will not be open on Wednesday. It will not be open on Thursday. It will not be open on Friday. It will open again on Monday. And if we come on Monday, you want what?
I'm not saying on top Tori time. Social media people, they must always get their own cho-cho-cho on top Tori. Make we see the cho-cho-cho on top this particular Tori. One person say they want MNK released. Another one say economic progress. Person say Dubai, Taiwan governor, how far after 5 years in office? Another one say open shop for your wife in main market and then allow her to come there or possibly relocate your government office to main market. Another person can see talk say this is dictatorship, nothing democratic about the speech. Another person can see talk say make the traders sue the governor. Well, Oga Abel, you don't see what's in Oga Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State talk. What do you think about this particular story?
Well, to start with, it depends on where you want to look at from. But the truth is, him telling them to sit at home to start to become market, which everybody frown, say, yeah, that's him at home, you know, really good. Somebody no just keep on impose something, say maybe people just take public holiday like that. Say because one thing is condemnable, yes. But again, the reason why these people they sit at home, now because say some of them don't try go this market, they get people when they beat them, some they put a shoot anyhow. So for the fear of their life, and sometimes doing to their store, when people they enforce this law, even they sit at home. Now I mean they snap out, let me say those market men no one sell. Because they know how much they lose if they go snap out that Monday. Not be one of them one time. But what thing I expect the governor to do, we say, try to keep a security present. Make sure say this will they secure. Say that people go out really go open their market, sell, then come back. That what thing I expect the governor to even do. That not be saying go just say if you don't sell anybody for them, you go lock the market. What if I can't go there? These people, these boys who don't get control, they shoot anyhow. The government should have left the next the person. Governor come like conduct to tell you in case somebody write
condolence message
to condole them. Say they are very sorry that this happened in Anambra State. They are going to see how that one now the grammar where you don't go work. So me, I expect the governor to do what is needful. Get the security people. If you know say you want make sure say you want cancel this sit-at-home law, get your security agencies. Make them mount any security presence for that market. Then anybody can go there freely and go to the market and come home freely. Then if they talk that one, it's okay. Don't take the go start. Make him follow them go that market too. So that if anything happen, he go see for that place. Let me say, if the local market, he go there in office, say anything will happen. But me, what I think is the right thing we're supposed to do now be say try to get those security persons so that it will get very easy. Now very good to there's nothing about the approach is wrong. That's my own.
Okay. Like you don't talk now. You say wetin dey make them they fear. Now say them now the non-state actors where they come out, where they chase them, come out from the market. But on top this kind of story, if we dey look am, you know say this kind of thing they get economic, what they call economic implication. You know, because as they talk, they say Anambra allegedly loses at least 8 billion every Monday. 8 billion naira every Monday where they close down that market. So for closing it down for a full week, that's 8 billion times 7. So you go see say that they lose a lot of money. What do you think about this thing? Oh yeah, we dey try find solution when they lose 8 billion in revenue or the economic impact as a whole, 8 billion naira. Then you can't say you won't come do 7 days. You know if you say this, you know if you say Oga Chukuma Soludo, they reach too much on top this matter.
Yeah, I think if it's make it try get a rethink, make it review what he not talk, make it start to think. And because now this thing they suffer. Can you put that they suffer? Because now, just like you rightly said, 8 million naira every Monday.
That's in a week. In a week, that's about 56 billion.
Yes, so you see how much you don't lose. And this an economy where they try to patch, make them repair. But this one now closing the market for 1 good week. For Christ's you know, say get some people will be saying for that market now as they sell every day that they eat. Because some people like now as they go to that market now day to day life and that. But when you don't close their life 1 week, so what do you expect them to do in 1 week? When you don't get one and I think buy something to eat. No way. So I think the government has to show empathy. Try to see how even if say you want to try to change something, or you will change that when you say you know go to affect your people. You see says okay, still consider both sides. Okay, if I could do this thing, maybe say the thing they balance. This will not go to feel out, and I will see achieve what I want to achieve at the end of the day. So I government so not our plea be say make it try show empathy, try see how you go take do this the way you know go to affect the poor Nigerians.
And you know, say when you look at this kind of story, you know, say because of this kind of matter where they make these non-state actors as they come out, they talk say now because of this MNK where they don't do detention since where they recently sentenced. But for your own opinion, if you look you they feel say economic penalties like this alone feel end this kind of movement where they fueled by political grievances. I say you feel say economic penalties like this feel end all these kind of movements where they fueled by political grievances, because this kind of matter now political matter now they cause this matter, then you want cause and take affect the economy for a whole week.
And even if that's why I say make the governor really think, because if we continue say they do now, one party must suffer. One party must surely suffer for the whole thing. So if they call this, make sure say you look this and try to strike the balance. The people when they call this sit at home, you remember Senior Ekman where they which country even they said where they fuel this in that time. I think they don't finally arrest them for Finland and everywhere. You know, even people when they push the agitate for this, most of them even in the country. So people when they feel the impact of all these things. Now that was now people in the country where you know even in fact don't even know how this thing won't benefit them anyway. Do you understand?
Yes.
That they feel the impact. So my own is say, as a governor, be the father of all, whether not all any other side, whether the other party or you don't the other party, be the father of everybody for that state. So how you want it to your children? Now you make sure say, okay, how they will take. Just try to push him. I think that the word they're just pushing the effect of all these things. That's just what they need. They're sitting at home, nobody wants them, and nobody even make it. But even if you must stop it, try to see how you provide security presents for them so that they will feel good there and this is another bucket, but this one will be asked. People say that another bucket because we want to digress. Now another political matter. And I think say that thing they just ignore them because you feel call everybody to dialogue this whole thing. And
Yes,
you end for that central table. So not be everything that they use power in the song. You get something they will just sit down for table and will talk, agree, then the whole thing.
Okay. Thank you. Oga Ben, now I like you, they digress into the matter and you they solve all the matter equally the way we suppose handle them on top Tori time. Well, we go our next story, and for our next story, Oga Ayo Fayose, he don't come out for his social media and he post video and what he put for there and I say they use cement. He said now cement is being used to preserve beans. I bet make we see this video. Well, we don't see this story, and this story they very, very disheartening. Now, very, very alarming story. I know so on top this kind of thing. Now, the question where you go to ask and say, all these things where would they buy from market? How we want they sure say that they healthy enough, or say now something will be consumable goods and not just things where they sell will go harm Nigerians. But you know, say on top social media, our social media people they always get something to talk. Make we see some of the stories where they or some of the things where they get to talk. One person say, God have mercy. Another one come out and say, the beans I currently have in my house, I bought it directly from a farm without any preservative chemicals. Or more beans, they scent like air freshener and very sweet. All these chemicals for preservation that God will help us. Another one say, God, what is this? Another one say, keep doing the work of God, bro. Another person come out and say, that is calcium we use in producing paint. God help us. Oh. Oga Abel, you don't see this kind of thing now. What do you think about this matter? Because this one now, waiting we they consume as humans. Now waiting we they take. And you know, say recent times for our society, we they see high level of things like cancer and other diseases. So what do you think about this particular story?
They say that time of the government just say disease they kill Africa. But I believe, I don't understand. Maybe that belief and mindset we get. Now we do anything to feature iron, feature cement, we fix them. Because this thing where they do so now very serious thing. How can you on earth, for Christ's sake? How can you carry cement, say the only thing preserve this, put the cement, come sell and give people? People go eat. People go even go buy the beans now. If you don't even wash them, so people don't even do so don't make them not pick the beans, put them on fire straight. They don't cook them. Eat cement. And something will happen. They say they don't know how that just eat, sleep, night, die. That God forbid. Like that. That's now the case. But I been say this kind of thing where they go on. So supposed to get people where they control our food. Supposed to get agency. We're supposed to be in charge of those things. So waiting those things, waiting can't be their work. Is it just to snap office? They collect allocation every month, every year. They'll give budgets. We get agencies for all these things. So for Christ, because and yes, when they say when there is no law, there's no crime. You understand? Because you can do everything we want to do. Agencies were supposed to monitor these things. We know they see them, they come out. We know they see them, they come out, they check our food. Because to be honest, before now, our parents, you see, say most of them, our great grandparents, they live very healthy. Why? Because of natural food, where they eat and stuff. But now, when this chemical come in, I believe, say, it's supposed to get those things, the way they control our food, monitor what they take in and what they take out. And I remember even sometimes when somebody talk about the quality of meat we eat, how bad it is, how bad it is. But every day we consume this thing, they enter our system. You just take the grace of God, maybe say most of us even see they healthy. If not, we just do what they take, honestly. I also say 80%, I be 5% rather for this country to see they go. Now only 5% will remain where you know they healthy. Because you cannot say, and this video is circulate like this. One will just say, okay, as this video is circulate like this, the agents still they in charge of this thing. Immediately they will switch, go into action, move straight, try to detect where this place is. Go get them, collect those things, seize those things, know that they don't go out. Which, no way, nobody will talk. They'll just the way they go watch the time, they'll just say, oh, that's how it happened. No consequences for anybody action. So anybody can just go and do anything they want to. And which is very, very wrong. We cannot build a nation like that. But people supposed to be held responsible for any actions, for their actions. They're supposed to hold them responsible. That's supposed to say you want to preserve this, you go pass cement. Cement cost. So imagine how many cement we still preserve this thing. Cement cost, like we use the money for buy cement to take food, give people problems.
And Ogabel, you know, say most of the time, you know, sometimes if you buy some of these products, they get some kind of chemical smell. You know those things, you know those drugs that they used to buy insects and the rest. Sometimes you go even this, yes, you go even they smell them for some of these goods. And person talk say sometimes some of these things now one tablet they even supposed to put inside an entire bag, maybe wrap them inside nylon, just put them inside the bag to preserve them. But you see some people they go even break the tin, put many tablets inside them, and many of these things. Now why you go see say some people go talk say I know they chop beans, so because if I chop beans I go purge from morning till night. They're not gonna say now where they buy them from, and now because of the preservative way that they put on top this thing. So on top Tori time, we go call on the National Agency for Food, Drug and Administration and Control, then a NAFDAC, and we go also call on the Director General, Professor Mojisola Christiana Adeyeye, to look into this particular matter, because the cry of Nigerians and the plea of Nigerians done too much. But you know, say on top Tori time, now why we dey here to answer to the cry and to make sure say we amplify the Tori where they ground. You know, say,
You get what I ask to this thing. Sorry to take to
no, carry on.
The truth be say, even as they say the people they call offices for this matter, the agency now, why they know they do some kind of seminar just to try to give this guy, give them awareness, especially most of our farmers. Because most of our farmers don't they mechanize. You understand? Now this look at this, so now the way they say the people, some of them are even ignorant. So no surprise that someone could tell that guy say, I smell the really preserve this now. You just pass me put out. They're ignorant of this. Why did they say we know they try to see how to create awareness? Do seminars, go for these local farmers, go down there, go to the villages, tell them what to do, how to use fertilizer, how to do. I remember taking they do all those things, how to use fertilizer, how to preserve your this thing if you don't harvest your crops, if you don't harvest them, all those things. Or if those facilities say they don't even get the money to get those facilities. Government will try to create some okay, you feel carry up come for this warehouse. This is where we will keep, we will preserve them and stuff like that. So that with time they will be able to grow and it will help their farm products. I don't know whether our agency going forward that if you say make those agents with the in charge of these things, make them try, they see how they go try to create awareness for these farmers, when they also know what to do. Because sometimes ignorance like they creep in these places. Because most of our farmers, like I talked earlier, know they mechanize, they know not just this local thing that they do most times. So now what thing I want them to add.
You know, say NAFDAC they hold some kind of seminars as well, which now this small and medium and small scale enterprise seminars where they teach farmers, you know, how to transition into processing, you know, food packaging and the rest. But it's not enough. They need to do more. They need to look into this matter further, because a lot of Nigerians don't know about what thing they happen. And also the people where they produce this thing, where they package this thing, where they export them and where they give them to our own populace here for Nigeria, suppose they educated on these particular issues and the harm where they cause on top human body. And if they can't decide, say they don't want to hear word, make NAFDAC do the needful in conjunction with the Nigerian police and the judiciary, which now to punish these particular people. But Oga Abel, you know, say on top Tori time not the day. So for our last story where they gone, one video don't come out. It don't come out talk say when South Africans protesters they come out, they express frustration with other people where they their country, especially Nigerian immigrants. They don't talk say says that South African immigrants they mistreated for other countries and for other countries for Nigeria, including Nigeria. And they don't come out say then even there are Nigerians where they marry their local women for South Africa. Say instead as they marry them, may they carry them go back to Nigeria. Say may they not stay with them for inside South Africa. So make we see the videos, then we'll go look the comments before we'll come back to your guy Bill.
Different countries, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Ghana, Nigeria. Last in this year, we saw our South African in Nigeria. They were naked, running on the street. How do we feel as South African? We don't do those things to them, but they are doing things that it's painful to us. They are calling us names. How stupid we are as South African. We are just lazy. But in our own country, can they live? Can they leave? We don't have a problem with them. They must pack and leave. They occupy the buildings. They do as they wish. But now our government sees that these people, they are overdoing things in us. Because it's years we were complaining as leaders to say we are sick and tired of what is happening. Our children are dying. If a man loves you, he must take you back where he's coming from. We cannot marry a man from Nigeria to be my husband in South Africa. If he loves me, take me to Nigeria, wherever. Let them go with their wife, with their kids. That will be fine for us. Thank you.
Oga Abel, you don't see this kind of matter will happen. You know, say for some countries, if they get some kind issues, the first thing where they go talk now say, you know, now they contribute to our economy. And you know, say for South Africa, foreigners, they contribute to the large chunk of the South African economy, including Nigerians. But what will be your opinion on top this matter with the ground?
First, the woman say if you marry South Africa, carry on, go back to your country. Which I don't think that is even, you know, who was that. Because if I want to stay in South Africa, I get the visa and I get what I do for South Africa, I have the right to stay in South Africa. Already I get the visa and they give me the permit to stay. I can stay there. I don't say any logic behind say you got to marry the woman and take it back to your country. What if I don't have any work in my country? So what around between then she talked something with the same way it struck me. She said they maltreat their wife or something. I thank God for the Nigeria here. How many South African issues not people ready to read that? Who ever take any issue say one Nigerian man beat South African woman or Machita or two and go out
at all.
We've not heard of that. Now whatever will happen. Rather, the issue they get now how South Africans they treat Nigerians for South Africa. That is even the issue when they say the government they have to even weigh in. But here back in Nigeria, nothing like that has even happened. Nothing. So I don't know where should they get that information from. But that word she just say they need to marry. Take her back. It's just being childish. Honestly, it does not even make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. But come to think of it, Tom, why did they say the clash between Nigeria and South Africa is they grow bigger, if they expand and they spread like cancer every day?
Oga Abel, you get one thing. Oga Abel, we get what's now one note when she talk. You know, she come out and they talk say Nigerians they occupy a lot of their buildings and Nigerians they disregard local laws acting as they wish within South African neighborhoods. You know, so what do you think about this matter? Because from my own opinion, some people come out for social media, they talk say, if now people feel afford those buildings, make they go afford the buildings now. But the people who feel afford the buildings, they don't come, they afford the buildings and una they vex. And meanwhile, they talk say this thing get economic implication. So for your own opinion, what do you feel say be the economic implication for South Africans if Nigerians and foreigners leave?
Because I think, like you talk, say they acquire their buildings and also just like that guy talk. if we get money, we'll come by. Check that South Africa sell the thing for the Nigerians.
Yes.
Nigerian sell for Nigeria, not South Africa sell for Nigeria. That's the highest bid and I take them. That is wrong. And they say that they comply. They don't. If they regard the law of the land or the law of voting, I believe that they get police where they checkmate anybody where they do that. Police will pick the person. I don't know. I'm not sure that woman and police. So whether she want to police work, I don't know. Maybe she go join police. Because if they get police, South African police, where they check all these things. So why the South African will never arrest those Nigerians? If that is true, you understand? Why never arrest them? Why they say they want the helpless for their country? Imagine saying somebody from Ghana will come here or from Benin Republic will come here before they misbehave, and we get police. We get police. Then we're going to go when of this our media sister station come go the cry say, oh God, make the Benin Republic government when they come carry their people, then they misbehave for this place. So we don't need to have that.
Instead of us to cry to the government and tell them say make they do the right thing, make they combat crime or anything.
The job of the police. If the police not there, what's the job of the police?
Well, Oga Ben, I know say this particular Tori, you fit talk about them from now till tomorrow morning. But you know say on top Tori time, not the day. So make we see some social media comments, then we go come back. One person say, your South African girls desperately wanted Nigerian men, so you deal with them and have fun. Another one say, South Africa running naked in Nigeria care. Una too dey lie o. Another one come and say, South African women running naked in Nigeria, how, where, and when. Another one say, Nigeria will shock you all soonest. Watch out. I don't know what that one mean. Another person come and talk say, Nigerians are not your problem. The Caucasians who have stolen your land. I think say we go leave that comment there. So our own now say, I think our message now to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Metama Tuga. Now say, we know say una ministry they would work and they look into some of these matters, but I beg, we get Nigerian brothers and sisters for South Africa and for some of these countries. So we go really appreciate them if we increase the liaison and the talking with some of these governments for some of these countries, especially countries within Africa. Oga Bell, thank you so much for your analysis. You know, I know say the today Tori, you really like them, and because of the way you really analyze them. So thank you so much, Oga Bell, for your in-depth analysis. Thank you.
My pleasure, as always. Thank you, the tallest one in Abuja.
Okay, so my people, for Tori time, our personality of the day today now, Olori Atuwase III, the Queen Consort of the Warri Kingdom. Olori Atuwase III be woman of class, intellect, and purpose. Before she enter palace life, she don build strong career for international development, law, and social enterprise. She gets solid academic background and global exposure, but still choose to use her knowledge and influence to serve people, especially women and children. As Queen Consort of Warri Kingdom, she don redefine wetin modern royalty suppose stand for. She dey use her position push education, women empowerment, and child welfare. And she dey work closely with foundations and initiatives wey focus on sustainable development through advocacy and action. She dey give young girls voice, hope, and access to opportunity. Recently, Olori Atuwase III received international recognition as one of the 100 most reputable Africans for the 2026 list because of her leadership for social enterprise and her consistent fight for the rights and future of women and children across Africa. Why she be our personality of the day? First, now because she used royalty as tool for service, not just title. And second, now because she dey project a positive, intelligent, and compassionate image of Nigeria to the world, showing say leadership fit still carry empathy and excellence. Today for Tori time, we celebrate Olori Atuwase III, a queen where they lead with heart, vision, impact, and a strong symbol of hope for Nigerian women and children. Well, that na woman wey a lot of young women and a lot of young children suppose look up to. On top Tori Time, na know say time not the day, and that brings us to the end of Tori Time. Abeg, make una follow us for more updates on all our social media platforms. On YouTube at Politics&BusinessTV.English, on Facebook at Politics&BusinessTV.English, on Instagram at P&BTV_English, and on X at P&BTV_ENG. For myself and our entire team on top Tori Time, we say make una stay safe, make una enjoy una self, and make una relax, cause Tori Time dey for una.